Hi everyone, welcome to this crazy world, and in this crazy world video I want to talk about this guy who claims to be a professional gambler and the greatest of all time. I've heard him say that's what GOAT stands for, greatest of all time. And so I want to share with you why I do not believe this guy is making any money from gambling, but rather he's making his money from selling the fact that he is the greatest gambler. He's charging $999 from when I last checked for training on how to become a professional gambler and to make a lot of money, okay? And that's where I think he's making his money from. And I'm going to explain to you why, okay? I did a little search here and I did a search for top professional gamblers, and Phil Ivey comes up here. Now, and I don't see his name in any of these. And then if you go down further and further and you input that, I just didn't even find him at all in any of the top websites as far as best gamblers in the world or anything like that. So anyway, but these guys, all these top gamblers, most of them made their living from, poker, right? A couple from sports betting, a couple. But the way that the sports bettors do is a lot different than how Christopher Mitchell claims that he gets his sports picks from. And so if you're wondering how they do it, you could do a YouTube search for professional sports bettors. And you could see the way he does it is a lot different. Okay, and then there's, some people like Phil Ivey, there's another, way that they have done it was they were able to see, like Phil Ivey made like, I don't know, a few $1,000,000 by noticing a defect in the cards at the casino. They were printed differently for different numbers, and he recognized it and was able to capitalize on it. But as far as like, getting a house edge playing cards or roulette, or baccarat, it's very difficult today. There was a time where people could count cards in 21 and they could get a house edge. And in some cases, that's still kind of true, but it's very much more difficult to do it today just because they use multiple decks and they will burn a whole stack of cards, so you don't know what those cards are, so you kind of lose count right off the top. Can it be done? It still is every now and then by people that are really, really good, but again, it's a very difficult game, and then once the casinos find out that you're a card counter, they back you off the table. So they kind of have this card counting thing under control, okay? So that's why, I don't believe that Christopher Mitchell is making his money off of gambling. And another reason why I don't think that he is because you would think, he said that he's helped hundreds of people, I think, in one of his videos, if I recall correctly. And, well, you would think that, maybe at least 10 of these, if he's helped hundreds, right? At least 10 of them would have made their own videos and said, yeah, I'll charge you $500 to train you how to do it, right? But I haven't seen anybody that has taken his techniques and have started their own gambling websites, or videos, right? And finally, here's the next reason, okay? I've done this. This is one that I've actually done where 5 sevens came up in a row, okay? And that just goes to show you that if you martingaled on this, you'd really be losing hugely. Keep in mind that to dice a 7 is 1 out of 6 times. So if you went 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, 5 times, you get 7,776. That's 1 in 7,776 chances of it coming up. Yet, look, it did. You could also further test this out by flipping a coin a couple hundred times, 200 or 300 or 400 times, and you could see that you're going to get many sessions where you're going to get, it's going to land on heads or tails like 7, 8, 9 times in a row. It's really not that uncommon, and that's with a 50-50 chance. You're not even going to have a 50-50 chance when you're playing roulette, right? Roulette is like a 5% house edge because you have the two green numbers right there, 0 and 00. So it's not a 50-50. So the odds are even worse against you. So this is why this doesn't work. So in my opinion, Christopher is getting his money from selling his services, not actually the betting itself. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below in the comments section. And that's it for today. For This Crazy World, I'm out of here.